check.
Hard point.
I'm testing latency right now.
Stand by.
Loading fresh mag. Your fight is
It
finished.
does not seem to be any better.
Hard point
Yikes.
relocated. Secure the target area.
I did turn on low latency, right? Yeah, low latency mode. Okay, that's fine. It'll do.
Friendly UAV on station.
With you, mate.
Performance mode. Let me open no
Hostile
board.
UAV in the area.
Come
Got
on.
'em on the run. Keep it up.
No board. No keyboard.
Locating the next hard point. Get ready. Friendly cluster mine deployed.
Okay.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
Oh, yeah.
Enemy personnel at the hard point. Target area updated. Move to the hard.
Okay.
1 minute left.
Let's play. It is 5 a.m. for me. I will turn the game up just a little bit. I hope oh, that's gonna kill me. I was not paying attention. I turned my stream mixer up. Good way to start off. Good start. Oh.
UAV online.
Okay. I need to get back in habit. This is 10v10, so it is it's gonna be
Cheers, mate.
extremely chaotic.
Hard point compromised. Secure the area.
Covering your six.
Confirming next hard point. Stand by.
With this, all those.
Hard point relocated. Secure the target. Drone ready. Friendly mortar strike on the way.
That's a teammate.
Changing mags.
Strike ready.
I did join late in the game.
Guys! Enemy down. Reloading.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's fine. I had to take a moment to get all the settings and everything ready out here.
Mission complete. Solid work.
In case it wasn't clear, I have not slept at all. Gonna turn the game down just a little bit. Just a little bit. And as well as stream. Okay, cool, yo. I will figure out the latency thing very soon. Because I do actually want to figure that out. It's been all weird. I did, reinstall my OS and stuff, but I think that OBS has had, like, major updates around, like... I have low latency mode enabled now, but I don't think I saw any change. I used to have almost no latency at all. Why am I not sleeping? You see, I made a mistake, and it was an intentional mistake, but it was a bad mistake, and now I'm gonna stay up all day tomorrow. And last time I did this, I ended up doing like a 4-hour stream, and I was really talkative during it, and I thought, why not do it again? Because when I don't have my meds and I don't have sleep, apparently I'm really talkative. You'd think it would be the opposite. And I'm probably gonna wake my dad up, so if he comes out, yeah. He's gonna ask me how long I've been up, etc. He's like right behind his wall, so I kind of feel bad, but also like not. I love this map.
Kill confirmed.
I don't think I've done a mosh pit on this map. Only gun game. But yeah, let me know any stutters at all whatsoever. Any frame drops. If the audio is bad. Not balanced. Etc. I am being a little more quiet with my voice. Because, the thing in the corner. Yeah. So, I'm using no board now. I've had it for a while. I used to do it with the Battlefield recordings that I recorded when I, oh, yeah. Glad to hear. Oh, he's already dead. I thought that red marker was, like a marker above their name. Oh, I reloaded at the worst time. And I noticed my mistake. But it was too late.
Enemy spotted.
Allies here.
Suck on this.
Oh.
Reloading.
God damn it.
Enemy UAV active.
Bro, why didn't our teammate behind him do anything? This guy. Not being AFK. SMH.
Confirmed one.
What?
Target down. Taking effective. I'm reloading.
There's nothing I can do from this distance, because I can't actually confirm any of the kills.
Enemy down.
In the
Oh.
area.
Okay. What serial type, though? This is important. I'm going to judge you very harshly. Oh! Wow, that was a good one. I'm going to compliment on that. That was a good kill. I can recognize me a good kill when I see one.
Secured the kill. Quick fix online.
Hell yeah. Oh. You know what? Fair enough. If they taste better, that's okay. But having that serious is already an L. In my opinion. And my opinion's right, yours is wrong, so.
Reloading.
I'm just correct.
Covering
And
your
high nut
six.
churros are a massive L.
Incoming.
Oh, that is a person. Ah,
Friendly UAV online.
I need to just get better.
Enemy is gaining ground.
Simple.
Push them back.
I need to get myself like a mid-range AR build. I feel like my aim is decent. Like I'm really good at centering from long distances, so that's not an issue. No man, you're just wrong.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Enemy spotted.
Oh, that one disappeared. I'm gonna get a mid-range like AR build. So, assault
Enemy
rifle,
UAV active.
M4. What's the difference? Sure.
Hostile
We'll
incoming.
try this.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah, that's fine.
Taking fire.
It's not really a mid-range. I'm gonna swap out the optic.
Took him out.
On your six.
Oh, I can't. Oh, yes, I can.
Hostile UAV in the area.
6 times. I don't need a laser. Lasers kind of suck. Oh.
Kill confirmed.
Change your mag.
Oh. There's something above us.
Hostile mortar strike
Hell
near
yeah.
your position.
This thing is big and clunky now. Hey! Hey, Cree.
Confirmed. Enemy
How are ya?
CIA.
Good to see you here.
Friendly UAV on station.
There's nothing left to say.
Oh.
Sector's hot.
You know, this optic doesn't help if I don't actually see anyone.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oh!
I'm on your 6.
Oh, I thought his body just ragdolled.
Enemy UAV active.
Look around.
EKIA confirmed.
Ah. Whoa! Went out with a bang.
Mission failed. Return to base.
Okay. There was a sick animation that I couldn't see because it was obscured. I am gonna go back to like actually finishing Dishonored and Ultra Kill and stuff, but I need something high action for to keep me up, which is why I'm playing multiplayer instead of a campaign right now. I would just try to knock out the campaign today, like I think within like 4 hours, which is how long I'm planning to do the stream. I could probably beat the campaign, but hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, what have you guys been up to? Either today or yesterday, since, I mean, I talked to you, Cree. I didn't talk to Seven. Seven was absent all day. Like the lame man that he is. Okay, let me swap this out.
What's your rock?
Securing Charlie.
Stun grenade out. Using drill charge.
Okay.
We control Charlie. Secure Bravo. Domination.
Hostiles confirmed. Changing max. Taking fire. Watch your fire.
Securing objective Bravo. Bravo
I know I have
secured.
half a mag left. Ah. Oh, you're playing Last of Us. Okay. Your computer runs it? Like at all? Also, don't beat Last of Us. Because that'll spoil the...
Securing Alpha.
will probably spoil the show. I know they're, like, probably gonna keep it slightly different, but yeah.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Might as well just wait for the,
Alpha secure.
Last of Us show to finish.
Losing Alpha. Secure Bravo.
Please don't tell me... Oh, there's someone hiding there.
Enemy is securing Alpha. The enemy took Alpha.
Short 'em. Okay, animations.
Securing objective Bravo.
Jeez.
We are taking Bravo.
Yeah, so pretty much whoever owns Bravo.
Objective Bravo. Control Bravo.
Oh. Oh. There's a teammate. You're playing it on PS5. Okay. Okay, cool.
Our UAV is
Yeah, we need to
orbiting
hop
the
in some
area. Enemy UAV active.
Modern Warfare matches together, or any other game that's crossplay. And I missed all those shots. We're not gonna talk about that. Ah, I see.
Enemy spotted.
Why not? This gun is like really overpowered, by the way.
What's your fire? Using drill charge.
Because of how quick it fires. I know it's like
Hostile UAV in the
stupid. Talk about what?
Tossing grenade.
Incoming.
Bravo. Friendly UAV. All drones standing by. Hostiles launched an SAE.
Reloading.
As long as this car in front of me doesn't blow up. Yeah.
Enemy UAV overhead.
No kidding.
We're losing
I'm missing all my
Bravo.
shots, yeah.
Hostile care package deployed.
I know.
Objective Bravo is
We don't talk about
compromised. Take it back.
It's so high? Yeah, I know. I don't know what's up. It's not you. It's not you. It's everyone. I mean, OBS. My old streams did not have this issue. I think it's just the OBS had an update. I turned on low latency mode, but I think I might need to restart the app for it to actually take effect.
The enemy controls
I may
objective.
pull up the
Push
chat,
offensive.
like the Twitch chat,
Taking Bravo.
on another screen.
Enemy UAV active. Hostile airstrike near your location. Hostile sentry is active.
Quality. Oh, you refresh the page and it seems to be better. Okay.
Taking fire. Enemy in the area. Contact.
Secure Bravo.
Enemy set.
Halfway to mission complete. Keep fighting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. It's much better. Would not let me out of that window. We're like neck and neck this entire game.
On your six.
Oh, and I hit the sign. I missed those.
Securing objective Bravo. Bomb ready to deploy. Objective Bravo secure. Strike on standby.
That was ballsy as fuck, and there's another one. Oh,
Watch
oh,
your
whoa,
fire.
he died.
To launch. Enemy UAV overhead. We have secured
Ah. Yeah, I know. My teammate literally clutched.
the enemy took Charlie. Securing
I don't know
objective
which
Charlie.
teammate it was, too.
Watch your back.
Charlie secure. Enemy is
I think that it's,
Our UAV is orbit in the area.
they should have a time thing on those animations where it like can tell when the actual knife goes into the body, and that should be the point at which it triggers your death. So even if they die before the animation finishes, if they get killed after the knife is gone, you just both die. That would be like, you know, that always bothers me in games. Apex does that too,
Secure.
where it's like you already
Hostile VSOL
like
in the
did
area.
the part where he dies, but then
Hostile
it gets
UAV in the
canceled.
area.
So like suddenly they're revived, and it's like, okay. I mean, it's such a nitpick. Whoa. Ooh, yikes. It's a really big nitpick, but
Enemy is
it
securing
annoys me.
Charlie.
So I shall talk about it. Ah, I didn't even get to finish the guy. Oh wait, that was an enemy.
Enemy is taking Bravo. We are taking Charlie.
There's my dead body.
Enemy is securing Bravo.
One of those two.
Objective Charlie secure.
I have your back.
Yeah, 50. We have lost Bravo.
Charge.
Enemies deployed a bomb drone. Enemy UAV overhead. We are taking Bravo.
Nah. Who was that? You, sir. Ah, fuck.
Hostile UAV in the area. The enemy has captured 2 objectives. Move to secure.
Syntax. Oh, that was a drill charge, not syntax.
Secure Bravo.
Please don't kill me.
Securing objective Bravo. Bomb drone ready. Securing objective Alpha.
Nope.
We are taking Alpha.
Ah. Guy to the right. We're tied. And we've been tied.
Secure Bravo. Enemy UAV active. Securing Alpha. Our UAV is orbiting the area. Hostile UAV in the area. We are taking Bravo. Drone standing by. Control Bravo.
We might still lose this.
With you till the end.
Flight ready for fire mission.
Terrorist
UAV
good sucks.
overhead. We are losing Bravo.
There he is.
All airstrike incoming. We have the lead. Hostile cruise missile launched.
Got it. That was so close.
Mission is complete. Good work.
The entire game was really close. Oh, that was the last kill, the one I saw. I witnessed him die. I found a really interesting server. I won't be saying the name of it, but it is basically when you join, you have to pass like there's like everybody who's already been allowed in the server gets to judge you about whether or not you get to stay. And if not, you get sent to a channel that's basically doesn't allow you to do anything. And if you pass, you're basically revered as this god. And immediately 2 sentences in, I was allowed in, and it was like, okay, it's kind of crazy, but just a really interesting server concept. I kind of like that sort of thing. I mean, I also like it because apparently 250 people have failed that test. So apparently they're really strict, and I was just gave off really good vibes. But you know. I'm not sure how strict they are, actually. I know one guy was let in recently, and yeah, one guy was let in like earlier, just like an hour ago. And the reason that I bring this up is that I just saw that he got sent to the basement after he was already let in. So apparently if you join, they change their mind. Dude, I bet, you know what, I bet they like me so much that if I said you were my friend, you'd immediately pass. Like, the server owner literally said, like, we need more people, like you, please stay. But like, it just, my advice, crack jokes and be a personality. Which you're already great at, so. But I'll send you the invite in a bit. It's a bit of a weird server though. Like, it fluctuates between really like cursed and like kind of uncomfortable conversations and like actually cool like philosophical like deep conversations. So half of it's just like, yeah, exactly. Oh wow. Oh. I really like the scope. I like the scope a lot. Ooh. I do think this scope kind of feels like cheating, and I always just liked it when someone killed me with it, so I might not use it for long. Because I always prefer having fun over being good. I think it's less fun if I can just see the enemies. It definitely feels like cheating or handicapping myself. Or not handicapping myself, like exploiting. I do know it's like obviously a feature of the game, everyone has access to it. But I don't know, it still feels wrong. Like I've been purposefully handicapping myself in this game, even in the campaign, in ways that just make the game more fun. Like when I see people like jumping around and like crouching all the time and doing the friggin' jump crouch traps and stuff, it's so annoying to die by. But more importantly for me is it doesn't look very fun. That's why I don't do it. I've done it like twice since I started playing this game. One of them was last round. I think I'm gonna go for some it would be insane if I out-sniped the sniper with a friggin' 50 cal pistol.
Stand by. Enemies inside
There's
the
a people.
perimeter. Overclock online.
Nah.
Area updated. Move to the hard point.
Oh. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that I was gonna kill that guy if he hadn't died before I got my second shot in, and that was totally on target.
Visual on the enemy.
Yeah, that was a nice wallbang.
Hard point compromised. Secure the area. Personnel at the hard point.
Ah. I do think it's interesting that if you, like, just finish shooting your gun, he'll quick swap to his weapon, but if not, it takes a little longer. And he, like, fully pulls it out. If I do this, it's way faster.
Secure the target area. Enemies inside the perimeter.
Ah, you ain't gonna get that kill on me.
UAV online.
You will, though.
Setting mine.
Through my,
Friendly VTOL entering this sector.
Around. Grenade. Sniper's down.
I might die.
Locating the next hard point.
I do find it interesting that the 50 cal in the campaign is defaulted to the 10 round, where I believe in multiplayer 7, and you have to use a mod slot to
Capture the
increase
hard
that,
point.
which I do. I have it on the most
Overhead.
Enemy fire.
and for anyone wondering who doesn't understand how this game works, or the upgrade system, the reason that you might not want to have the bigger mag, it's like, oh, more rounds, of course you would, is that it makes it significantly funkier and longer to reload, and I believe decreases the aim down sight speed.
Enemy personnel at the hard point.
Damn.
Friendly UAV on station.
This thing is just not doing it.
Compromised. Secure the area. Hard point relocated.
Ah,
Enemies inside the perimeter. Enemy UAV active. You're halfway to mission complete. Stay sharp. Target area updated. Move to the hard point.
but yeah, the things that they love in that server are proper punctuation, using like the smiling faces, not like emojis, like actually like parentheses or the colon, the D. I use them just because I use them, and I got so many comments about it. It's really weird. It's like you're literally in front of a panel of judges that judge you. I would not be fit for it, 'cause I'd try to be kind to everyone.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Confirming next hard
I bet they'd let me on, though.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Enemy personnel at the hardpoint.
Yo, I leveled up. Nice. I think it's maxed out now.
Capture the hardpoint.
The max level.
UAV in the area.
I'm on your 6.
Nope, I'm not. Don't lie, dude. Why are you lying to them? They're your teammates. Be kind. I am the one who lies.
Hardpoint compromised.
Walter
Secure the
Hartwell
area.
White.
Approaching from the rear.
Oh. I thought there was a guy that went in there.
Friendly VTOL on station. Locating the next hardpoint. Get ready. Friendly care package in the AO. Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Throwing grenade!
Ah.
Secure the target area.
Oh. I went for the wrong person. Also, I am not doing good leaderboard-wise. Right now. Your boy is falling off.
Target sighted.
That's okay, I'm having fun. That's more important. I'm having fun and using all of my brain power. All at the same time.
Inside the perimeter.
Oh, there's a guy with me. Heard, saw that. Ooh,
Stand by. Enemy personnel at the hardpoint.
nasty shot.
UAV active. Hardpoint
Oh, wow.
compromised. Secure the area.
I couldn't tell if that was friendly or enemy
Target
target.
area updated. Move to the hardpoint.
I don't know if it even matters. Might have the same effect no matter what. Not damage. Oh. I'll turn around now. Which side of the map am I on? Okay, I know where I am.
Enemy personnel at the hardpoint. Hostile Overwatch helo in the area. Enemy UAV overhead. We're on the advance. Special out. Enemies inside the perimeter. Hostile cruise missile incoming.
Oh. Guy directly behind me.
Confirming next hardpoint. Stand by.
I got you. It's empty.
You can actually revive? Okay. Ah,
Relocated.
fuck.
Secure the target area.
RNG was not on my side. Oh, wow. Oh, it's a helicopter thing.
Got your back.
Oh. Oh, that is embarrassing for that
Personnel at the
guy.
hardpoint. Hostile mortar strike in the area. Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area. Locating the next hardpoint. Get ready.
I have no idea what you can or cannot wallbang.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
Oh. Wow. Oh. See? Like, how does that work? Literally stabbed me like 4 times.
All Saber. Mission accomplished.
But nope. Got interrupted. Oh, I like this skin. I much prefer this skin over all the all gold skins. I don't like it. Like, it's still ugly. But it caught me off guard. I thought the textures just weren't loading for a minute. It was just the reflectiveness value. I like that a lot more than the all gold. I think the all gold is so overused. Gold skins in games is just like, oh, yikes. It's cool if it's like, okay, so like the Octane skin that I used to use, it was green, like jade green. In Apex. It was jade green and had some like gold highlights. And I think that looked decent, if I'm remembering it correctly, at least. But just all gold is just ugly beyond belief. Black and gold looks really good. But I also think that's kind of like a cheap method to make things look fancier. Of course, gold always has been that in real life, too. Isn't it crazy that all of our cables have gold in it? Well, not all of them. High quality cables have gold in them.
Team deathmatch.
Check fire!
Check
Covering your
fire.
six. Frag out!
Do not throw rocks. My son will not throw rocks in electricity. Oh,
Fire! Reloading!
in the electricity towers. Who knows that meme? Does anyone know that meme?
We have taken the lead.
Yeah, you see,
Our
you
UAV
make a
is
laser
orbiting
with
the
it.
area.
A laser? Why?
Taking effective fire! Grenade!
Hardline.
Oh, I killed someone. Oh, wow. Splatterman.
The
Fitting
enemy's
name.
taking the lead. Enemy UAV active.
Oh, see that jump shot thing? I mean, I guess, okay. In that situation, I understand. He had a sniper, I had a...
Changing mags!
If he's just going around doing that constantly, then it's annoying. If he just did it... Like, okay, yeah, he's fine.
Fire!
That was just a tactical. It's fine. It's the people who do it around every corner who are annoying. Like, good for him. I had him pinned down there with a fully auto weapon. Took out a sniper. Or already had it out or whatever. And he took a shot.
Upgrade active here.
But how do you make a laser with gold? I mean, I know that, like what? You need, like, a laser diode to do that. You are aware. Or is that just saying what you would use to, like, plate using the gold that you extracted?
Friendly
And it
UAV.
could be anything, but that's what you would use.
Enemy down! Got your...
I mean, you could feasibly do that, like, reasonably. Since gold plating stuff is, especially if you're, like, doing it through, like, whatever the process is, I forgot what it is. Like, electroplating? Electroplating.
Friendly SAE launched.
Like, if you're electroplating, that could actually be pretty cheap. Like, you could probably do that feasibly with just cables you have around. I didn't get any kills.
Friendly UAV
I called it at the
station.
same... Oh, wait, it didn't go through because someone already had it.
Mortar support incoming!
Copy that. Mortar strike inbound.
Friendly bomb
Target
drone
area
active.
marked. You're cleared hot. Enemy
Tiger 4
down!
launching SAE. Inbound hot.
Oh. Nice.
Solid hit.
Nice. I do think I'm gonna swap out my bomb drone. Ah. I kind of selected all like the cheapest kill streaks because I never really thought I'd do any good, and just haven't edited them since. But I actually kind of like sometimes pop off. Oh.
Watch your fire! Changing mags!
Your halfway to mission complete. Keep it up.
Reloading.
Oh.
Drone ready.
Ah.
Standby.
I am kicking ass though.
Friendly UAV online.
Recon at my location!
I'm also glad. I think that they swapped out kill streaks for score streaks. I still don't know how that works exactly,
Friendly bomb drone deployed.
or like what intervals you get them, or they work interchangeably maybe. I don't know. And there's an option just to use score streaks instead of, or use score streaks as kill streaks. Oh. I do think the fact that the spawns are not changing at all is making this a little unfair.
Friendly SAE inbound.
It's like we got the high ground, no matter what.
Friendly UAV online.
I also have the most latency on the server. Yeah. And I'm still doing the best. So anyone who uses ping as an excuse, unless their ping is like 200, like ping is not an excuse for doing bad. Because I have a solid 65 ping.
Throwing grenade!
But now I'm kind of falling off. Yes, exactly.
Taking it from the rear. Bad guys!
Oh, but they're friendly.
Fire.
Fuck. Alright, kill me. Nope. $65 isn't bad. It's just the highest in the server.
Strike inbound.
65 is, like, decent. I'm not complaining about it. Clearly. Oh, fuck. Someone took over my highest kill list. I haven't gotten a kill in ages. I see your gun. Hey, bud.
Enemy down!
Oh. Yeah, no, 65 is like, I'm not gonna complain about 65 in any game. Unless the game has, like, a ton of other advantage. And damn, I barely lost top of the leaderboard. It's fine. Kind of fell off towards the end. My GPU temps are just about what they should be. If I lose when I have more than 60 ping, then I just fell off. I'm not good. I sucked. I did bad. I did poor. I did not do good. Okay, people just like, yeah, ping is just actually just skill issue, yeah. I mean, if you have, oh, are you saying if you have like 70 or 80 ping, like way more than 60?
Hard point.
I mean, if you have like 100 plus ping, at that point,
Target
like,
area confirmed.
you have
Get to the
actual
hard
latency.
point.
That's going to be an issue. Especially if the game has rubber banding. Or like, if the game servers are shit. Like, if the game is designed in a way that the servers don't handle latency good, then it changes. In a game like this, this game seems to handle latency really well. So I don't actually, like, I think at even 100 ping, I probably could do decent.
Secure the area.
It's whenever there's like a noticeable, like, delay.
Enemies inside the perimeter.
If you can notice the delay, then I think you have a bit of an excuse.
Reloading.
Hard point relocating.
Like, I can't feasibly notice the delay.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Target area updated. Move to the hostile SAE near your position.
Wow, there's so much going on. Did the stream lag at all during that?
Neutralized. You're clear.
Enemy UAV overhead. Orbit in the area.
Drop round. Last mag.
Because that was a lot of shit that just went down. I have to check the VOD later. See if there's any lag whatsoever, because that was,
Grenade.
yeah. I'm really trying to, like, test at what point.
Grenade.
What in the world? What is this? What is this? Okay. Stream did not lag. Oh my god. Okay, cool. I'm trying to test the point at which this GPU will lag.
Hostile UAV in the area.
It's funny, I told my specs to someone that I got a 3090 and they went, what the fuck do you need that for?
UAV active.
I told them my shooting model, which is not a lie. It's not a lie.
Hostile mortar strike incoming.
But yeah, this is overkill, but the only reason I did it is because it was only $300 more than the Radeon card I got. And it's like, it's got 24 gigabytes of VRAM. Also, an interesting note, the crazy realistic resource pack that I use in Minecraft,
UAV online.
I figured out that if you do the 1024 pixel version of the pack, and you enable every part of it, it literally cannot run on any GPU. It needs over 36 gigabytes of theoretical VRAM. And the reason I say theoretical is because there's no card with that much VRAM, even in existence. So that's 36 gigabytes just to load those textures. Not including any of the particles or anything like that that it needs to load. just the pack textures itself.
Dropped him.
See, like, that seems really ineffective. Playing The Last of Us. Oh, yeah. How much VRAM? I didn't actually see the numbers. Like, what VRAM? How much VRAM does it need? It's like...
In the area.
It's a PC port of the remake of Last of Us. Not even the remaster, the remake. Because it was remastered in like a year after it came out, because it came out on the PS3. So they remastered it when the PS4 came out, and then remade it for the PS5.
Check fire.
Like what exactly are the specs that it says for minimum and how much for recommended?
UAV on station.
But yeah, so I have to use some of the, like, it's split into like six parts or 6 or 7 parts, the resource pack. So you have to like enable the 512x version of like 4 of the parts at a time for it to even like work, possibly. Otherwise the game just hard crashes because it just can't actually load the textures in the first place.
We hold the advantage. Take it. Confirming next hard point. Stand
And
by.
that's like a perfect example of understanding what VRAM is. It's literally like, so RAM in your computer is like stored data. It's what's actively loaded. But that's more like CPU active load. VRAM is video active load, meaning what the actual textures, all the actual like physical detail that's actively being loaded goes into VRAM. And some games combat the absurd VRAM costs of high-resolution textures by 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Okay, 8 gigabytes of VRAM is standard now for video cards. Like a Radeon card, like even like the 3070 only has like I think 8 or 12 gigs of VRAM.
Enemy personnel at the hard point.
8 is like standard now. So like,
Relocated.
yeah.
Secure the target area.
One
Enemy UAV overhead.
of the reasons I also wanted to go Radeon originally is for the price I could have gotten way more VRAM, and I wanted to. Okay, yeah, no, that's actually reasonable. That's actually reasonable. VRAM or RAM? Because it usually just says the RAM. It doesn't say the VRAM. It just says that like a card, graphics card type.
Grenade out.
So does it say VRAM or RAM?
I'm hit. Force your bloody fire.
Because like if 8 gigabytes of RAM,
Relocated.
that's like
Stand by.
nothing.
The area.
I'm taking fire.
Location updated. Capture the hard
8 gigabytes for VRAM. To put that in perspective, if I go into my graphic settings, it says the VRAM usage is going to be like 6,701 on max settings. So that's like less than 7 gigs of
Enemy
VRAM.
UAV active.
So if it's 8 gigs of VRAM, that's fucking insane.
UAV overhead. Enemy personnel at the hard point.
Oh wow.
We've got 'em on the keep it up. Enemies inside the
Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Interesting.
The next hard point. Get ready.
Yeah, we're kind of at that point where textures are getting so detailed that they need 8 gigs. That's why Radeon cards are coming with more now, but Nvidia cards are now too, but the 30 series didn't all have
Hard point
more than 8
relocated.
gigs.
Secure the target area.
In fact, I think the 3060 had like a 6 gig version and a 12 gig version. Or 6 gig and an 8 gig version. It's like, it's weird. And I don't know what Nvidia is doing with that. Then AMD is over here like packing 16 gigs of VRAM into the equivalent of a 3060.
Enemy personnel at the hard point. Hostile
Okay. Okay, yeah. Then it's definitely normal RAM. We're about to win.
Hostile chopper gunner incoming. Incoming next hard point. Stand by. Hard point compromised. Secure the area. Target area
Yeah.
updated.
8 gigs
Move to the
VRAM
hard
has been the
friendly bomb
standard
drone deployed.
for like half a decade or a decade now, for like 2 generations. For like a good graphics card. That's all you'd need. You wouldn't need more. And they're finally realizing that that's like not adequate.
Precision airstrike inbound. Enemies inside
And you can see the sharp turn because I think this 3070 Ti, like,
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
it had like maybe 12 gigs of VRAM, and then it jumped up to the 30, or the 3080 had like 12 gigs of VRAM, and it jumped up to 24 with the 3090. Oh my god, this is the type of person that annoys me so much.
Friendly mortar strike inbound. Enemy personnel at the hard point.
Haha, L.
Enemy UAV overhead. Locating the next hard point. Get ready.
So yeah, you can see when, you can kind of see, like, if you look at the release dates of those cards, like, exactly when it became apparent that they needed to do something about it. I wouldn't be surprised if the next series of graphics cards has 36 or 40 gigs of VRAM. I'm guessing 36. 32 or 36. Free CP? Hell yeah. COD points, guys. It's COD points. Why are you guys looking at me weird? It's COD points. I love COD points. CP is the best. Why is everyone leaving the room? What's the problem, guys? I don't see the issue. Did I say something bad? Sorry, I just love COD so much. It's my favorite game, guys. I love COD points. CP for the win. Especially free CP.
Securing Charlie.
I don't see the issue. Why is everyone laughing? I've said nothing wrong.
Charlie secure.
You guys are so weird.
Objective Bravo. Domination.
Actually victim blaming.
Throwing flash grenade.
Hey. That wasn't very kind of you.
Flash out.
Hey, bro, you left your,
Taking Bravo.
Oh, where actually was he? I was, like, mounted.
Bravo secure.
Вражий брак.
Control to objective.
Alright.
Friendly
Sorry, I got
UAV
distracted.
online. Hardline activated. Enemy is taking Charlie.
People in this one server are testing if everyone works for them.
Watch your fire. Got them.
Hell yeah, dude. Free viewers. If saying I love COD points, I mean COD points, guys, gets me free viewers, I love COD points.
Friendly UAV on station.
Hostiles in
I want the whole FBI here. I heard they did like a huge. No, wait. Which federal agency just did like a huge like? They bought a bunch of like of the employees that were laid off. It might have been the FBI. Oh. Because like everybody got laid off from all the tech companies, and then what? Like a government agency in the U.S. was like, "Hey, we'll hire you," and they just secured like a shit ton of
Objective
like 4,000 or something. I'm not sure. It might have been like 1,800 employees or something crazy. That were like, I'm guessing a lot of them were like high level at these companies that got laid off. I need to pay attention. Oh, the sun's coming up, guys.
Enemy is taking Bravo.
Oh.
The enemy
Yeah. It was like a
UAV overhead.
whichever one handles like taxes or whatever,
UAV in the area.
I think. But you know what I'm talking about. I mean, hell yeah. Take advantage of the massive Twitter and Amazon and all these companies that are getting laid off.
Securing objective Bravo.
Throwing grenade.
The enemy has captured two objectives. Move to secure. Friendly UAV online.
Oh. I need to pay more attention. It was the IRS, yes.
Quick
The IRS.
activated. We are taking Alpha.
Yeah.
Secure Bravo.
They hired like a ton of people. I'm not sure how many people actually like got hired, but they put out like like a official document saying that they were hiring like a certain number of people. Yeah, the server that I was just they like pinged everyone, and
Our UAV is on.
everybody just started checking if everyone worked for them, including like the mods and shit that had perms. But the problem is Discord doesn't really let you know when you've successfully pinged everyone. Oh yeah, yes it does actually, now I think about it.
Grenade out.
Oh. Can't wallbang this wall.
Missed me.
Wallbanger, I hardly know her. Yeah, I'm not doing well this round.
Hostile care package deployed.
Then we're gonna start going for other points. Damn. Every time I'm like about to get a kill.
We hold all objectives. Keep them secure.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I remembered, yeah.
UAV on station. Enemy is taking Alpha.
I just don't...
Objective Alpha is
I don't
compromised.
at everyone
Take it
enough
back.
for me to know. I've done like 4 at everyone pings total in the entirety of like my talks. I just don't believe in them. Like, if there's something really urgent that needs to be said or I think everyone deserves to hear, I'll ping everyone. Otherwise, like, I have reaction rules for a reason.
Throwing flash grenade! Requesting smoke wall! Check your back! Throwing grenade!
Get secure two objectives. Hostile war strike in the area.
Damn.
Enemy is taking Charlie. Enemy is securing Bravo.
Maybe I'll get up on this thing and just like...
Hostile
can't.
UAV in the
Okay,
area.
I can't.
Objective Bravo is compromised. Take it back.
Oh. Oh, and I'm getting camped, but, or not camped, but I know he's there, so it's completely my fault.
Securing objective
Time to go
Bravo.
around.
The enemy controls two objectives. Push the Bravo secure.
Yeah, that one guy on our team is
Enemy
completely
UAV
carrying us.
active.
Making effective fire! Hold it!
Okay. ISO hemlocked. Apex Legends. Haha,
Securing objective
Titanfall.
Alpha. Bomb punch standing by. Friendly UAV online. Friendly care
Guys, I
package
stole that from
inbound.
Titanfall.
Grenade out!
UAV overhead. Two objectives
I haven't played
secured.
Apex in years. I tried booting it up earlier today or yesterday, but it was just like the idea of getting back into it and learning all the new characters and all the new metas and stuff. It was just way too big of a project that I'm just not prepared for at the moment,
Secure Bravo.
like mentally nor like time wise.
Enemy is securing Charlie.
Get in there!
Area.
Watch your fire! Reloading!
The enemy holds two objectives. Get them secure.
Reloading.
Throwing flash grenade! Grenade out! Planting mine!
Hostiles deployed a sentry.
Throwing grenade!
Oh wow.
Enemy UAV active. We are
The map is
taking Bravo.
basically one huge bottleneck.
Friendly cluster mine planted.
Grenade out!
What?
Secure Bravo.
How do you even see me through there?
Securing objective Bravo.
Oh wow, this guy just completely did what I was trying to do.
Objective Bravo.
I thought about it and thought, no, that wouldn't work.
Covering your
UAV
six.
overhead. Enemy is taking Charlie. We've got them on the run. Keep it up.
I hate hard scoping. Makes me feel so slimy.
Grenade out!
Slimy hard scoper.
We are losing Bravo.
Covering your
We are
It's better than going around and using a sniper like a shotgun, but it's also
Friendly UAV on station.
not as good as, like, you know.
Hold it.
Tossing sticky
Okay, cool.
Victory
I
secure.
did
Good
horribly.
fighting.
Whoop whoop. It's Velvet. Gun game. We're going gun game. Gun game. Guys, it's gun game time. Where the hell is gun game? This is featured. Multiplayer. Hardcore invasion. Ground war. Ranked play. Where's, like, normal stuff? Did they cycle out gun game or something? Or is it in this? Okay. Play some ground war. Ground war, guys. Ground war. It's like Battlefield, but, you know. Yeah.
Hostile mortar strike near your position.
One second. Yeah, exactly.
Enemy is securing Alpha. We have secured the lead. We are losing Charlie. We are taking Delta. Round one.
Okay, one second.
Hostile UAV
Sorted
in
that
the
one.
area.
Okay. Somebody was asking about, Oh. One second. Sorry about this.
Securing Charlie.
3-1 flying outbound. We're RTB at this time.
Quick fix.
Somebody's asking about something that happened a while back.
We're losing Bravo. Hostile more strike in the area. Enemy is securing Bravo.
3-1 flying outbound.
Okay.
Yes! We have lost Bravo. Hostile VSO incoming. We are losing Alpha. We are taking Bravo.
Let me check here if everything's Discord.
Friendly SAE inbound.
Can I spectate? Can I spectate someone? I'd like to spectate. How do I spectate?
Gunner is inbound off. Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Can I really not spectate anyone?
Secure Bravo.
Any of my teammates? No?
Securing objective Bravo. Enemy UAV active. Enemy is securing Charlie.
This is a bit of an issue.
Friendly UAV.
Yeah, I can't find it, unfortunately. Somebody asked for something.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Okay, back to playing.
Enemy took Charlie. Hostile UAV in the area.
Loading.
Going down.
Switching back.
Hostile ready to deploy.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
Enemy is
thank God somebody else got him, but
We control Bravo. Securing Charlie.
oh, damn. I'd only just now noticed how good this game's blood effects are. That was solid.
Taking fire.
Ah,
Got a shadow down.
Enemy is securing
too many people, too many people.
Friendly VTOL entering the sector. Enemy is taking Charlie.
Got one.
Oh! Dang. I'm really glad this game went for like actually traveling bullets rather than
We are losing Charlie.
like instant. What the fuck? Where are they all? Oh. They're like camping windows. Nice.
Enemy
Oh, that
counter
is it.
UAV is active.
Throw.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Okay.
Enemy is securing Charlie.
What's that? Damn.
3-1 flying outbound.
We are losing Alpha. Enemies deployed a counter UAV.
Ah.
Taking effective fire. Reloading.
Fuck.
Objective
Damn it.
compromised.
God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
Hostile VTOL
APC
overhead.
time. I'm not actually in it.
He's spotted. Giving up. Tornado.
Oh, that's a teammate. Ah. You see, I do agree that this is what 2042 should have been, but this game still doesn't have the essence of Battlefield. Like, this still feels like Call of Duty. It feels closer to Warzone, but it still feels like a Call of Duty game. It just feels like an increased size Call of Duty game, which is pretty much exactly what it is.
We control Charlie.
Don't get me wrong, this shit is awesome.
Changing mag.
Friendly airstrike in the AO. Taking Alpha.
Oh, got him.
We have secured the lead. We have lost Alpha. Enemy UAV overhead. We are taking Echo. Enemy UAV active. Securing objective Delta. Hostile UAV in the area. Friendly
Ah.
UAV on station.
Oh. Ah.
Enemy is taking Bravo.
Yeah, I kind of fell off because I got distracted by this conversation. I mean, I'm not doing well after it either,
Enemy is taking Charlie.
so I can't really make that excuse. But,
UAV active. Enemy UAV overhead.
like, I'm missing a lot of shots I
UAV in
shouldn't
the
be.
area. Control Alpha. Enemy is securing Charlie. Objective Bravo is compromised. Take it back. Hostile cruise missile incoming.
This spot here seems to be high population.
The enemy took Charlie.
Oh fuck! I got put on the fucking ladder. That is so stressful. Or infuriating, I guess. Not stressful. Same thing. Same word. Means the same thing. Totally. Definitely.
Hostile cluster mine deployed. Bravo secure.
Oh. I did get someone with that nade. It's an embarrassment for whoever just got hit by that. Okay, bud.
Friendly cruise missile deployed.
Oh. What?
Bravo. Hostile mortar strike incoming. We're losing ground. Enemy UAV active.
I've never been in a vehicle before like this. This game.
Enemy is taking Bravo. Securing Delta. We're losing Alpha. Friendly UAV online. Securing Echo. Friendly SAE on the way.
Go.
Friendly Overwatch Helo in the area.
Alright, fair enough. Damn, right as I got in,
Failed. Return to base.
Hey Spoon, how are you? Good to see you. Hop another ground war. Doing alright? Yep, yep. How are you? I'm glad. Oh, I already asked. I'm glad that you're doing alright. I'm running on no sleep at all whatsoever. Yeah. So, yeah. I've just been streaming some COD. I got a little distracted towards the beginning of that game by some server stuff in a different server. You had to shovel snow, dude? I feel so bad for you. It's like the one thing I like about LA. Never have to shovel snow, but I also kind of like snow, so it sucks. But I know that that's stupid. If you grow up in the snow, you end up hating it. If you don't have, yeah. Oh, it's not much. Okay. Well, that's good at least. It's been raining like crazy here, which is incredibly rare for LA. Hmm.
3-1 is on station. Striking now. Longbow 3-1 flying
Oh, is this like the beginning of it? Oh, it's at the beginning of it. You're used to shoveling, yeah. That makes sense. It's still, like, a lot of work to do because of friggin' snow. Like, snow is just like, I don't know. Come on, let me in. Fuck. You, let me in. Fuck. You, let me in.
We're losing Delta.
Oh. Oh, there's only 2 people that can fit in here. One dude on top.
We're taking Alpha.
One brave soldier.
Enemy took Delta. Securing Charlie.
Oh, this thing's like takes forever. This thing's like a chonker. That is not good considering my aim.
Control Charlie. Securing Echo. Enemy securing Bravo. Enemy securing Charlie. Enemy securing Alpha.
We're going this way.
We're losing
I think
Bravo.
so. I think the second person is Hey, bud. Yeah, whoever's like that second person is
Secure Bravo.
manning the turret right now.
We've lost Alpha.
Oh fuck. Oh, I see. It shows where it's gonna land.
Securing objective Echo. We control Bravo.
Ah.
Enemies taking Bravo. Echo secure.
It was just a dude. Oh. That would have sucked. I think I was in their spawn. Which means that's my cue to oh, I see. All the points are behind us.
Enemy securing Bravo. Securing objective Alpha.
I don't like that. I don't like, yeah. That would have sucked. Oh, yeah. DDoS detected. What does that do?
Bravo.
I mean, I know it's like in this context,
Enemy
what the fuck
securing
is that?
Echo. We control Alpha.
Hey, tank buddy. Hey, can you not do that?
We're losing Alpha.
There's like no way for us to actually like use this tank and stuff. Actually, let me try this.
Objective
I see a way.
defined.
We're doing it. Yeah. Oh, just said that it would disable the vehicle. Okay. Oh, I can't do that.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Oh, look at this guy caught in front.
We're losing Charlie.
Friendly UAV online. Hostile counter UAV overhead.
Nope. Oh, oh, I see. It just the DDoS disabled the vehicle. Oh, that plane just saved me. It hit the plane wing instead of me. Wow. Okay.
Our UAV is orbiting the area. UAV on station.
You have nobody in there.
Destroy. Target down.
Yep. Cool. Didn't get the kill, but that's okay. Yeah, I do wish there was like a first-person camera. I definitely prefer it over this view.
Enemies taking Charlie. Quick fix.
You can't hit anyone from up there. Okay,
Securing objective Bravo.
how's nobody taking me out? Like, anyone can use a rocket launcher. It's not like they restrict those, especially not in this game mode. You don't want first. I like first person in Battlefield. Yeah, yeah, I know. Usually they have like a reticle or like an actual like aiming thing. Because we don't actually do that in these modern tanks. Even in old tanks, it had like it was usually the driver that just had that little spot. But they've had sights on tanks for many decades. Oof. They'll get blown off my tank. Critical damage. Oh, okay. That's on fire. That's what I thought. Okay. Well, good run. 8 kills. Probably could have gotten more on foot. But it's whatever. It was fun. That's what matters.
Objective Bravo is compromised. Take it
I do wish I could play these maps in custom modes. Custom game modes. Yeah, pretty much. It didn't register with me what that I need to get the fuck out of the tank. I thought I could just keep driving, but it just meant I was low.
Friendly UAV on scene.
It literally meant that it was about to blow up. Oh, that was a misclick. Mistap. Misinput, misinput! I saw you. Oh.
UAV is orbiting the area.
Ah,
Hostiles launched.
that was totally my bad.
Securing objective Bravo.
Oh. Okay. It's gonna put me right into it.
Taking Echo.
Oh, that is about to explode.
Hostile VSOL in the area. Friendly Overwatch helo inbound.
Holding.
Good level up.
Bomb drone standing
Hey, bud.
by.
It'd be really funny if I, you can't counter,
Take it back.
Our advanced UAV is online.
oh. Check my mods. Oh. I don't know why it doesn't show up in OBS. I have to actually go into my stream on the website. Creator dashboard. Stream manager. Like, that's so annoying. Nope, it doesn't actually say that it's being checked by mods. I don't know why it's not showing up. Maybe send it again? That's odd. I don't know why it blocks like anything. I have no problems with people saying something like that. But it blocks like anything.
Cruise missile inbound.
It blocked the word thick the other day. Like, not even like the joke one, like 2 C's. It just thick.
UAV active.
In a completely like normal way. Yeah. And I had to like manually, every time that it happens, I have to manually allow the word. I have to go into the stream manager and say allow it, and it'll allow it forever. Can't I just have allow all? And then like ban specific words when they get
Enemy
said?
UAV overhead. Friendly UAV online.
About that.
It's probably just something I need to look into. I think it's Nightbot, which, as you can see, is broken. It has been for the past 3 years. And I've just been lazy as fuck. Oh,
Friendly
it's a...
cruise missile deployed. Friendly cruise missile approaching
I could make a
target.
mod, that is true. But, I don't actually think that
Friendly UAV on
it
station.
actually, like, unless you're gonna be in here often,
Enemy is close.
which if you are, like, maybe.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Hey, bud. Can you not do that? That's a little cringe. What are you doing, man? Trying to get into the plane? Oh, I just missed all those
Taking
shots.
Bravo.
Not good.
Hostile
Okay.
cruise missile incoming.
Yeah, sure. I can actually do that. I can actually make them up. I also ping stream pings every time that I stream. It doesn't get pinged for anyone else. It's broken and then intentionally broken.
Hostile gunship is incoming. Friendly UAV online.
Ah, yeah. Gotta watch my six. I have to do it through Stream Manager as well.
Securing
Okay.
objective Bravo.
We'll do that. Sure, why not? I trust you.
Delta.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I'll try to DM you.
Taking effective fire. Changing back.
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Secure Bravo. Delta secure.
Okay. Oh, oh, poor
Friendly
dude.
UAV on station.
Oh, absolutely got obliterated by that.
Enemy securing Charlie.
Okay. I haven't actually spawned on this side of the map.
Reloading.
I should
We're taking Bravo.
use this gun in the first place.
Rolling.
We're losing Charlie. Bravo secure.
Tornado.
Oh, I slightly missed. Oh, he's not even there anymore. I should have guessed that by the fact that he kind of went...
Changing back.
No, I think that Kappa is as well. Kappa's mod. I should also probably make Subbin mod.
Changing back.
The Subbin's in here pretty much every time.
Bomb drone ready to deploy.
That's weird. Maybe it's like a... Oh, it's on chat. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hostile sentry is online.
Enemies taking Charlie.
Enemy UAV overhead.
The Kappa doesn't stop by much, but I've known him for long enough that I don't mind. Yeah.
Friendly VTOL on station.
I wish that it showed me, like, who was actively in here, but I can't actually see that, I don't think. Whoa! That was some wackiness. Got distracted by the goofy, ATV.
Enemy securing Charlie.
That was really weird. This game is definitely not perfect.
Lead is ours.
I don't think it was ever intended to have this game mode, and they were like, you know what, we're gonna do it. And they kind of just tacked it on. And it worked great. It's better than Battlefield 2042. But it definitely, like, shows when it's not designed to be this way. Although I guess that would extend to Warzone as well. Oh, how did I miss all those shots?
Enemies taking Alpha.
That was just
Hostile SAE
bad.
incoming.
All around. Yeah. I had to
Hostile
prioritize some people. I'm really not doing good this... Yeah.
Last minute.
I got it.
The enemy took Alpha.
So I guess it's Warzone that I guess has some jank, and they just all the vehicle systems that they ported in here. So I guess it's a little less excusable,
Taking fire.
considering that's like a pretty much a standalone game. Dude, I have been doing so badly. I've been doing incredibly badly this game, in Ground War in general.
30 seconds.
I'm definitely better at faster
Our
pace.
UAV is orbiting the area.
Enemy securing Bravo. We're taking Echo.
Friendly cruise missile
Actually, I'm just
deployed.
gonna stop switching to the submachine. The submachine gun works good at close range, but I keep trying to
Enemy
use it like,
UAV active.
you know,
10 seconds.
like an AR.
Friendly cruise missile inbound.
Securing Echo. Enemies taking Charlie.
Yeet. Oh, damn.
Friendly cruise missile
Could have gotten the final
approaching
kill.
target.
I might have been
All
the final kill.
hunters, mission
Yeah, I think it was.
accomplished. Lack a job.
Oh, I see. You motomorph for 2, yeah. Yep, I was the final kill, I think. Nope, no I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie, I bought this game for Ground War. But, I definitely stayed for some of the other game modes, because, yeah, game mode, Ground War is cool and all. But yeah. I actually prefer the other game modes. Like, Ground War is, like, you know, it scratches that itch that Battlefield had just a little bit, but I still would prefer just to play Battlefield if I want a Battlefield game. And 2042 is being improved. I might look into getting that soon. It's like $20 often. When I have money to do it again. Yeah, I had to allow, I literally, you can see all the things I've had to allow. Because it's like, it's ridiculous. If you can see if there's a way to disable that, like if you have permissions to do that. It might be a Nightbot thing, in which case I can fix that, but that is, yeah. In fact, I might even be able to do it from here. Moderation. Oh, here we go. Level 4, a maximum moderation. A little moderation. No filtering. Less filtering. Yeah, that's fine. View demo. That was useless. Yeah, that was an easy fix. I just fixed that. Okay. Ban shatters. I don't think I have any ban shatters. Yeah, that's fine. That was such an easy fix.
Free for all.
It was literally just like, I thought it would be a more involved thing than that. That's been a thing for like 3 years now. And I just haven't bothered. It was on maximum moderation. It was the problem. I need to refrain my brain to be working on. Oh, this is free for all as well. So high alert. I need to really work on my loadouts, and I haven't really touched the gadgets or anything. Oh my god, that was horrible. Dude,
Hardline activated.
I can't even blame it on me being tired, because,
Hostile cluster mine detected.
the other day, when I was running on even less sleep than I am now, I think I had been up for longer. I was doing way better. But I remember waiting like 5 minutes to get into a free-for-all match the other day. And Nightbot's still broken, yeah. I will fix that like right after stream. I do think I have to go into Nightbot's website. Why do people use lasers? Lasers are literally so counterproductive. They do absolutely nothing but alert everyone of your position. Does a red dot really not have enough, like, indication of where you're aiming? Oh, it does hip fire? Oh, I guess, yeah. Yeah.
Standing by. Strike on standby.
Oh. Why do we got this guy camping here constantly?
Taking the lead. Don't lose it.
Oh! Damn it.
Hostile
Worst time to
cluster
reload.
line active.
I thought I was safe. I won't reload yet. Oh. That was not clean. Okay, and I mistapped. Hey, bud. Damn it. Yeah, but that makes sense. I hadn't really considered that. People, like, actually hip fire. Or, like, want accurate hip fires. It just seems like such a disadvantage to constantly alert everyone to your position. It isn't worth it to me.
Hostile unit.
Like, when I hip fire, it's because I'm close enough that I don't need... Like, is there actually a meta of, like, using hip fire, like, long range? Ah, I underestimated the time to kill.
Hostile war strike near your position. Advance. Keep the pressure line. Bomb drone ready
Where?
to deploy.
Oh, there. Hoping it wouldn't hit me. Just gonna throw a mortar strike there. And damn it. Again. Oh, and that's on me.
Enemy care package incoming.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Enemies deployed a counter UAV.
Oh. Oh, wow, I missed most of those shots. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It still seems like it's not worth the disadvantage.
Strike ready.
Like, it doesn't actually take that long to aim down sights with most weapons. Also, that is a... Is that always there, that helicopter? I've never noticed that, or was that like a crashed helicopter that landed there? I think it's always there. It looks like it's actually part of the map. Yeah, it is. Had to take a better look at it. Yep, there's a guy to my left. Hey, bud. Oh! Bad bounce. Still one.
All Saber. Mission accomplished.
Damn, everybody's getting that horrible bounce. A Doncon mobile as well? Oh, damn. This was in the Modern Warfare 2 demo. This was one of the maps. There was like 3 maps that they allowed you to play. It was this, Shipment, and one other one. It's like the one that's like, I don't even know how to explain it. A warehouse almost, but it's got like a side building as well. Oh, damn. I didn't know there was like an actual competitive scene. I thought it was kind of just casual stuff. It's that, Apex Mobile got shut down. COD Mobile's probably gonna get shut down. I'm not sure. A bunch of like the ports for mobile games are just shutting down. Oh, damn. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I used to do that with Apex, like 2017, 2018. No, 2018. Wait, when did it come out? It came out in 2019, I think. So it must have been then. Oh yeah, no, it wasn't, no way it was 6 years ago. Yeah, no, it was 2019. It was season 1 through 3. I played competitively. It wasn't it was a clan, but it was like a really established one, like 2004 established. That does like tons of different games. It was really awesome. The guy who runs it is like 60 years old now. He's just like the coolest guy. He's actually the one who recruited me in the first place, just on a random like voice chat match. And he was amazing. I had to quit because of mental health, but it was great. Everybody was really kind. It was more like it was a mix between casual and competitive. Back in 2016. Yeah, you see, I played Fortnite season like 1 through 3, but I think I put more hours into Save the World than I did into Battle Royale. I should really work on this site here.
Free for all.
And a magazine, 20. Oh wait, that's 20 rounds. That's even less. Optic. This, buddy. Yep. Where are you? Oh, up there. You wanted the V-Bucks? Oh. You see, I just liked the game better. I've always liked PvE games better, I think. Like, even Minecraft. Apparently, I'm really good at 1.9 PvP. I'm also decent at 1.8 PvP, but I'm, like, really good at 1.9 PvP. Oh, that was horrible. Hey, buddy. That would have been embarrassing for me.
Hardline.
Wait, hardline? I thought it was quick fix that I have. Or is it, like, a combination? Huh. Bedrock Skywars. I like Skywars a lot. I'm decent at it. That was so embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. We're not going to talk about that. In fact, I'm going to suddenly do really well and pop off and hit like all my shots, and they're all going to be headshots from now on. That's how this match is going to go. Totally. It's going to go right. It's going to be great. And I'm going to act like I'm really good at the game and I know what I'm doing. The Riddler. Damn. Yeah, no, he just, he absolutely destroyed me there. And that same guy just killed me twice in a row. Saw that. Okay.
Quick fix online.
Okay. Oh! Ah. Damn it. There's Azium. Yeah. That guy was not going to survive. Should have stayed and healed. Just a tad bit longer. Hey, bud. Who are you firing at? And from where? Up there. I have no idea. That was not a good decision on his end. Ah, he went around. Okay. No, fair enough. I thought I was being smart by wallbanging, but he just completely outplayed me. Today's just not my day. It's a horrible spot for me to be in, yeah.
Hostile UAV overhead.
Yep, that is true. Most of the people in this game are brain dead. Like, usually I can top leaderboard just by running around and, you know, having decent aim. Which, my aim has been so off. Like, it's not even funny how off my aim is. I've never done that. I don't know why he went for me. He saw that he didn't get a hit marker, I don't think. Or maybe it shows a hit marker whether you blind or not.
Strike. Ready for fire mission.
Oh, I'm out of ammo. Yeah.
Standing by.
I might fully run out of ammo here. Like both. Oh, nope. Put too much faith in myself. Oh, hey, bud. Just put faith in that. That was totally a wild card. And none of those shots hit. But he's actually brain dead.
Hostile UAV active.
Hey, bud. Some people have aim worse than one. Because that's a totally valid metric for aim. And that is me. I'm that person. Hey, bud. It would be funny if... Aw. I wanted to kind of... Oh, I actually called it in. I just wanted to scare the shit out of him. Yeah, no, I was already, like, aiming at his head, so it wasn't that crazy of a shot, but... I think it would have killed him either way. Didn't hit, yeah.
No effect on target.
That corner one was probably a bad move.
Launching SAE. No hits on that pass.
Oh. Oh, and I didn't even see him. I am, like, completely dominating this lobby, but I'm not doing good. Everybody else doing terribly doesn't mean I'm doing good. Like, I want to see a 4 or 5 kill streak. Oh, and not that. That was complete accident, and I'm totally going to die doing this. However, I'm going to have fun. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Nope.
No confirmed kills.
Somebody did kill me, though. It's good that it lets you, like, continue your bomb drone. Oh, no, wait. Did they not? Yeah, they did.
Hostile UAV
It was
overhead.
on the other side. Damn.
They're gaining ground. Don't stop.
Okay. Where are ya? Damn. I think this gun just has a really, like, hard fall off for damage.
Hostile UAV active.
He just got me twice. Oh, saw that. Oh, wow, someone's... Damn. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, there is bullet drop. And because every bullet is, like, actually physically in the space, there's, like, they can do things like different materials wallbang differently. I don't think there's ricochets. That would be a little bit too high level, I think, for them to do. But I do know that different materials do ricochet, and different bullets
30
types
seconds remain.
pass through different objects. Yo, I got the final kill in though.
Mission is complete. Good work.
And then died right after. Yeah, there is now bullet drop. I believe on all weapons. I don't believe any weapons are hit scan. Bullets also take time to fire, like to actually travel. If you and someone else both have a high fire rate weapon and you both have a similar time to kill, you can often trade with people. Like I've traded 3 or 4 times in a game before. It really just depends on who you're playing and what weapons you're both using. It's usually when I when I end up getting hit first and then manage to actually like land my shots, I end up having a faster time to kill or just end up winning that. But or it's not winning that technically. If it's a traded, you're not winning it. Just end up actually doing enough damage. Also, I am brain dead right now. I am so tired. That's fair. The foul is the Lockman, right? I don't think they actually have the name of it in this game. They changed the names on everything, including ones that don't have copyright, which is like really weird. And everybody's kind of confused why. Yeah, I use that as well. It's my go-to long range, or like medium range.
Fire! Got your cover. Reloading.
I honestly end up using it more like a AR than I do. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just weird because they've like used the names in the past. This is all publicly available. It's not like gun manufacturers are weird about it, like music and stuff like that. It's pretty open, like it's obvious. It's not like, oh, you can, you know. It's also they've licensed games. It's like, wow. Just feels a little odd. Like even like people who are into firearms are extremely confused about the decision to do that. Also, I need to like pay some attention.
Reloading.
And I guess at the point that you're gonna change one or two of the guns, why not change all of them? Like, make it like a slightly alternate version. It just feels weird that everything else is hyper realistic. Also, not all the guns are real guns. Like, they've got changes to them. Oh, that was an enemy.
Friendly cluster mine deployed.
Yeah, same. I live in California. I'm never gonna own a gun, even if I move out. Like, the idea of having the power to kill someone in your hand, I might, you know, go to a range. I have no problem with that. I want to do that. It's on my bucket list. But,
We've lost the lead.
like, I don't feel the need to own one. Especially because, like, I know this is gonna piss people off, but majority of gun-related injuries in homes, including things that happen, like, based on, like, robberies and shit, are, like, domestic. Like, a family member misusing it and it killing them, or something like that. It's like, it's really just, like, the whole self-defense thing is pretty much bullshit everywhere. It's kind of like it's more like a peace of mind thing for people than an actual self-defense thing, which I understand, it's just not for me. But I love guns. I know a lot about them. I find it hilarious when you see all these news outlets and they're like talking about how dangerous an AR is, and it's like they're talking about it like it's this crazy, you know, thing that's like perfected, and it's like, no, it's just like any other gun, kind of just exists. Yeah, that's full auto. Cool. Like the classic CNN clip of them not understanding what full auto and semi-auto was, where it goes full semi-auto. I find that hilarious, because I think that there would be a lot more common ground, and things would actually get passed around, like, either gun control or gun rights, if people actually, like, took the time to understand the thing that they're trying to deal with. Yeah. Honestly, though, do we think that Biden writes any of his shit? I don't think Biden writes any of his scripts. Like, you can't really trust anything Biden says. He's literally, like, can't remember anything. Yeah. But the question is, like, how much of it does he, like, write himself and take the time to understand, or does his advisors, like, actually doing it for him?
Hostiles launched a cruise missile.
And I also find it hilarious that they banned silencers, like they tried to, or like the idea of a stock.
The enemy is gaining ground. Push him back.
Enemy UAV active.
Like, stocks and silencers just make it harder to conceal. They don't do anything in terms of like if your intent is to cause harm to someone, no stock isn't gonna stop you. There's not many situations where a stock is gonna genuinely help you. In fact, it might hinder more than it helps. Have to deal with it knocking into stuff and mobility and all that shit.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Like, nobody's doing precision marksmanship that's like actually, you know, trying to cause harm. So it's like it's like stupid stuff like that I think is the reason that we're not making any progress. As well as like the political spectrum being just absolutely fucked and divided constantly, and all sides kind of looking at the other and going, they don't understand this. This is going to be extremely general, but I think what's happening is that the Democratic Party is more like points at things that they don't understand and goes after it based on like surface level shit. Like, oh, silencer bad, it makes it quieter. Like, without actually like understanding at all the implications of that. and then the Republican side understands all this shit and goes against it anyways just because they're Democrats. Which does not help either, and only causes more issues. So both sides are kind of bullshit, and doing stuff, like, completely wrong.
Changing mag.
Yeah, I did know that. And people are like, oh, well, you can make it illegal. Yeah, it's already illegal. But it's literally already illegal. If someone's gonna cause harm, they're gonna do it. I do think that there needs to be stricter stuff around, you know, buying guns and stuff, but at this point, it's too late in America. It's way too late. There's too many already on the market. Too many sites that are already set up.
Hostile cruise missile incoming.
Like, in America, it's kind of already too late. So might as well try to meet in the middle. Yeah. Probably shouldn't say, because I could probably get my Twitch chat banned. But, yeah. Like, yeah. Exactly. If I wanted to buy a gun, I legally can't. Like, I could go do that. Actually, I don't think I can. I was in a mental health treatment, so I think I have another, like, 2 years before I can do that. But, let's say I didn't. I could do that. I'm not going to. Again, doesn't appeal to me. I'd rather just, like, go to a range. And it's like, oh, we could have your gun that you take to the range and it'll be yours and your gun. It's like, yeah, but the amount that you paid for that just to have one gun is going to be a lot more than just renting it every time. Unless you go, like, every single fucking day. Yeah, I'm not, like, my whole family is liberal. Sometimes to a T, and it pisses me off. Because I'm independent. And I see a lot of the pointing at the other side thing. Or even just saying, Republicans do this, Republicans do that. And no matter who I'm with, I always try to play devil's advocate. Yeah, you see, that's like just so much money to be spending on something that you're just going to take to the range. Like, let's be honest. You're never going to use it in self-defense. You're never going to use it, like, at home. I mean, depends where you are. If you have a big lot outside and it's legal, maybe. Okay, yeah, sure. But that's a very specific use case. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is that it's like... But for that money, you could do, like... there's a lot of things you could do for that, with that money. I also find it crazy that you can get airsoft guns that are, like, just as expensive as real guns. Which is, like, wild to me. But the airsoft market is, like, so diverse and there's so much shit that goes into it.
Free for all.
Free for all. Oh, goddammit, he's the type of person I hate. I think. Who jumps around, like, every corner. We'll see. It's so infuriating to play against, and it cannot be fun for them. Oh. Hey, bud. Yep, he is. Buddy. Buddy. Yeah.
Online.
God. Shotguns, like, I feel bad using them. They're so overpowered that I just feel bad using them. Like, he's doing the jump strat and using a shotgun. He's pretty much just like the epitome of a tryhard. So my goal is to just get him. If I can fucking aim. Fuck. I use shotguns in Warzone. I don't feel bad about it. Warzone's a lot more cutthroat. But in this game, it just makes it unfun. What's my favorite class? I'm an SMG guy. Totally. Love SMGs.
Activated.
I also like, specifically, the Deagle. The Deagle is so fun to use. I miss a lot, sure. But when I hit those shots, it feels so much more satisfying. Each one carries weight. It doesn't feel like you're just spraying down. It's also why I like SMGs, is that I actually have to think about my shots. At least somewhat. I have to be quick and nimble with it. Yep. But not like, I don't like to just spew rounds down range either. I like fast and nimble because I like to be, like, in the shit. Like, whipping around and stuff. It just feels more satisfying. I also like to handicap myself a lot. I don't use the best weapons often on purpose because it just doesn't feel fair. Like the thermal scope, I have it, but I only use it on maps where everybody else is using it. Dude, this person.
We're getting hit hard.
I'm gonna use a shotgun just to get at him.
Hostiles launched a cruise missile.
Oh. Damn. I didn't run out of ammo. Favorite shotgun in this thing in this game so far that I've unlocked. The Bass P. It's a whack name. Oh wow. I got caught totally off guard. I'm gonna trash just a little bit. A little bit of shade. A little bit of shade. I hate that type of person. He's like the epitome of the person I hate. I hate it when people use it with snipers, but at least the sniper they have to actually be good at, like, quick scoping with. Hey, bud. Yeah. That is not a through wall. Nope.
Mission compromised. We are defeated.
Yeah. This guy. I was gonna say no skill, but you know what? He's the only type of person in this game that I dislike. That and crouch strats. I mean, at least crouch strats are like, there's a disadvantage to using crouch strats, and that's if someone realizes that you're crouch stratting, you lose that engagement. Hey, Witster, what's up? How are you? Oh man, I'm sorry. was gonna ask about that. Oof. I hope so. You've been working hard. Studying hard. It's been, it's pretty cutthroat there. Like, school is difficult where you're at. It's just a culture thing. Oh, hell yeah. Glad to hear it. I went through, there was a bunch of shit, that's come up recently. You know, I still talk to, like, Rafi and Caleb. Obviously, Speedy. They're all on my Discord server. Rafi's, like, active, like, constantly. He's one of our most active members. His username is Re-Render now.
Free for all.
Yeah. And it's this guy again. I'm not gonna deal with that. In May, I mean, that's a while. Oh, for a start. Oh, wow. 7.5 hours a day. Holy shit. I was gonna say it's gonna be a while until that starts, but.
Hard point. Target area confirmed. Get to the hard point.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah. India is cutthroat. It is intense. It is intense, and it's like in Asia and a lot of places, like in Japan. It's not as bad. They have Saturday school, but not Sunday. But it's still like culturally, like school is really important. Hey, bud. Oh, I missed all my shots.
Secure the area. Confirming next hard point. Stand by.
I mean, depends. School should not be this intensive no matter what.
Location updated.
It doesn't make smarter kids. Honestly.
Activated.
Enemy down.
Alright. Yep.
I need medical.
Today I've been doing really bad. Yesterday I popped off like a lot.
Taking effective fire.
Or the day before that. Yesterday I played campaign. And I did decent. I had some good moments. It's campaign, so it's not the same. I do think I'm gonna do an Ultra Nightmare run of Doom Eternal on this channel as well. I have already beaten it. I have to admit, I have already beaten it on Ultra Nightmare, and I think it would be fun to do it again.
Locating the next hard point. Get ready.
And I haven't played in ages, so. Not in India, no. In Japan it is.
Secure the target
In India, it's kind of like, they kind of deny mental health, like culturally.
Changing mags.
Like, mental health isn't really a thing. You don't get mental health breaks. They don't understand. Even living in the US, like, Indian parents don't give a fuck. They don't believe mental health exists. They don't believe, they think you're choosing to be unhappy, or you're doing it out of rebellion, or... And, you know, it's a culture thing. It's completely a culture thing, and I understand it. I do think it needs to change, but also, like...
Enemy UAV overhead.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Is because of
Relocating.
social media. And I think that next generation, because of social media, the next generation that comes is going to be the one where, because us, the kids who were, you know, kids and going through the shit as, you know, teens, while mental health was becoming more, like, normalized, we're all going to be adults, and a lot of us parents, not me, but a lot of people, parents, and they're going to raise their kids differently. So I think the whole, like, cultural thing is going to probably die off in a few generations. Because we're, like, the first generation that, like, social media is, like, a normal thing. Like, millennials had it. God damn it. Does it? I mean, yeah, I guess. I do have to admit, people being so, like... I know this is like, okay. I will stop at nothing to support someone through mental health. It doesn't matter how ridiculous I think it is that they're upset. If they're upset, I will try to help them. And I will be there for them and support them. However, I do think that the normalization of a lot of mental health related things is becoming a problem. Because there are some things that should not be okay, mental health wise, and that are being used as an excuse because their mental health isn't good. And I think that it needs to change, and we need to go back just a little bit. I think we've overstepped it just a little bit.
Enemy UAV active.
I do think that. And that's coming from someone who literally spends, like, hours a day helping people through shit.
Enemy personnel at this point.
Like,
We've lost half the field.
there are some things that are only being, like, and a lot of mental health stuff that's being caused because they see other people with it, too. Like, I don't agree that the whole, like, being gay thing is like, oh, they're seeing it in their media and all that. But there's other things that people do see in media that does influence their mental health. TikTok has a big influence on that. Also, yeah, I've kind of given up on, like, actually trying to do good. Yeah, no, I agree. I just think it's a lot of people just give up way too easily because it's normalized now to not be okay. Which I think is, like, good, on one hand, but I also think there's things that way overstep it.
Location updated. Get to the hard point.
Loading.
Especially because a lot of people have double standards. Like, they'll think that one thing is okay because it's mental health, but if someone does a very similar thing in a very, like, different way, if that makes sense, like, it appears differently, but under the surface it's the same things and the same reasons, it's not okay. And it's like, okay, well, what do you want from that? Jesus Christ. God damn it. Yeah, I'm doing horribly. Literally, like, bottom of the leaderboard. This is my worst game yet, I think. Like, totally, playing this game. Probably because I'm focusing way too much on the chat. But I'd rather, like, actually chat and interact and have conversations than... Hey, Kaba. My other mod.
Secure the target area.
Oh. How are you, Kappa? I'm sucking at this game. Nah. It is, damn. I'm stuck. Brother, I'm pinned here. How does one get out of this? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't hate someone for that. And I think that that's fucking stupid. And the boycott only helped J.K. Rowling too. I find that hilarious. That all that boycott did was help. Its sales skyrocketed because of it. Everybody was buying it just to make a point against cancel culture. And because it's just a fucking good game. It was a solid game. It wasn't perfect. There's a lot of things that were flawed about it. From what I heard, like, everybody who played it enjoyed it. Oh, that's a teammate? That is not a teammate. Okay. Next round, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna focus. Focus less on, crazy. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. And, okay, here's the thing. Saying trans people set it up, that's stupid. We don't know who set it up. Yeah. And no. Actually not. There was a site, that's a little incorrect. There was a site that checked if streamers were playing the game. For that reason, for you to raid them. But it did not automatically set any bots at all whatsoever to their channel. Yeah, I don't know. I do sound a lot like him, I'm not gonna lie. And I think that saying that trans people did it is, like, stupid. That's part of the problem. No specific group did it. Like, yeah, it was because of transgender stuff. Like, those were the comments. But let's be honest, it was probably a bunch of people who were thinking they're stepping up for trans people and not realizing that they're only hurting the movement. Yeah. Yeah. Like, setting up? I never said setting... Oh, I see what you mean. No, I think that if they thought they were standing up, is what I think. Is they were thinking that they're doing it, but it's not really helping anything. Like, most of the people that I heard doing it were not even, like, were not trans themselves. No. This was a whole thing, Kappa. This stretched beyond. I'm not talking about the website. The website itself is a different thing. That could have been anyone for any reason. Oh, okay. Yeah, I meant the movement. I don't know this game mode. Where's this game mode? Okay.
Changing mags.
We're having talks about the whole Hogwarts Legacy boycott. Same thing happened with what was that game a while back? There's another boycott game. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, that's the thing. People can't... The thing is, canceling someone now is like a saying of, I'm better than you, even though it means nothing. Like, hey, I support this, you don't. It's like, how do you know? Like, anybody who's talked to me ever... like, completely knows that I'm completely in support of these movements and stuff. Not the boycott movements, but, like, you know, LGBT stuff and transgenders and everything. And I have said shit that on the surface would totally get me canceled. My best friend is non-binary / questioning. And, like, I hope he's okay with me. She's okay with me saying that, but, yeah. No.
Marking new HVTs. Be ready.
Enemy in the air.
But yeah, I've made jokes that would totally get me canceled.
Marks as a high-value target.
But, like, that doesn't change the fact that I'm completely supporting people on an individual level.
Hostile cruise missile
Like,
launched.
way more than most people do. Especially anyone who's on Twitter canceling fucking J.K. Rowling. Damn, dude, literally 1984, you should cancel them on Twitter.
Enemy precision airstrike. Find cover.
I think I've heard her use it too. I think I was on call when we were like egging you on to say it once.
Hostile UAV in the area. Our UAV
Yeah,
is
I remember
already in
that.
the area.
It's the only time I've ever done that.
Quick fix.
It was like it was a group of friends. I would never say it, and I was like, "You say it anyways." You thought I was gonna ban you for it. I was like, "Go, do it." See, I don't use the word. I don't like the word. I don't use the word. I don't think anyone should use the word. I think proclaiming is bullshit. I think it only perpetuates the issue. No, don't say it here. But like, that doesn't mean that, like, if someone's gonna say it,
Hostile cluster mine deployed.
and they're gonna say it in a place that's, like, everybody's okay with it,
Stand by for new
like, if everyone's okay with it and it's on call, who cares?
I got you.
Like, honestly. It's the reason why, like, I didn't moderate VCs until I was forced to. And even then, like, the people that needed me to moderate VCs are gone. That were complaining about it. So, like, I don't even enforce the whole unhinged voice chat thing anymore. Like, that's literally only there for if someone starts complaining about someone in voice chat, then they can just move there. Faye is not one that's been, like, constantly complaining. She was not a part of the whole unhinged thing. That was a couple specific people.
Friendly UAV on station.
Yeah, exactly, Kappa. I think that's the same thing that happened with J.K. Rowling's thing. Like, 90% of people who boycotted it, quote unquote, had nothing to do with the movement at all, other than, "Hey, we support it," or like something completely unrelated to trans. Like, vaguely. Like, "Oh, I'm non-binary." It's like, okay, you know what? It's close enough, I guess. Like, it's kind of trans. It's like identifying as nothing is like, you know, okay. But most of them were like just straight up like either other parts of the LGBTQ plus movement or unrelated at all whatsoever. Not to throw shade, I know she does actually see some of these videos that go up on my YouTube. But I brought this up to her specifically. My sister is studying... She is studying,
Our UAV is in the area.
political, like, activism or sociology or something related to politics. And I'm very mixed about it because of the way that she talks about it and gets upset at things. Like, she's not quite the whole brain-dead white woman thing. She's actually quite smart. She understands some nuance. But she definitely falls a bit into the... she falls into, the whole idea of it's okay to hate someone if they hate someone else. Like, fighting fire with fire. And that does nothing for the world. And I wish that she'd understand that. She's definitely improved since she's actually gone to college to study this. But, like...
Mission failed. Return to base.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's okay if you urge people to boycott, sure. Okay? You can urge people to boycott, but don't harass people who don't. Oh, it was Atomic Heart that had the other thing. And my dad falls into this category where he thinks that boycotting all Russian media, the reason that he thinks it is because he wants the Russian people to feel the consequences of their government. And my response is, they do nothing. They have nothing to do with their government. Most of them don't like their government. They don't agree with them. You're not changing anything by hurting them. Literally nothing. If you want to buy Atomic Heart, buy it. It was a decent game. Had a shit voice act port or a translation. But it's a decent game. Go play it. I'm going to buy it as soon as I can afford it. I've waited for it for 5 years. I'm not going to stop buying it because fucking Russian government did a brain dead invasion of Ukraine. Like, they didn't have anything to do with it. Just because the company hasn't publicly said that they don't support the government, because they can't, that is a bad idea there, doesn't mean that they support the government. Yeah, literally more than half. Okay, the vegan teacher, okay, I'm convinced that the vegan teacher was totally an act. Like, I think they realized that there was, like, I think they said something stupid. Yeah. And then people took off with it, and the vegan teacher kind of became the person that everyone loves to hate. And they just capitalized the shit out of it. Yeah. And I think that it's stupid. People should, like, stop. You know what? If you believe that, like, if you believe that, eating animals is wrong, okay, go ahead. Don't eat animals. Sure. You can do that. There are other ways at this point to get protein. Like, yeah, there's some things that meat really does help with. But if you're willing to put in a ton of effort, you can be a healthy vegan. Like a genuinely healthy vegan. But the thing is, if you go ahead and tell other people they're bad for doing what we're literally born to do. We were literally hunter-gatherers. Before, I'm, like... The only reason we have the brain capacity that we do these days, is because we ate a shit ton of meat the entire time during, through, like, the 10,000 years that humans have been a thing. Like, it isn't, like, just a far-fetched idea or a, like, theory that it helps with brain development. It does. What, 10k years? Literally, humans have only been a thing for about 10,000 years. Like, since the early humans.
Friendly UAV online.
Like, I'm talking about humans in the sense that can... Yeah, he's in India. Oh, Hindu. Yeah, literally, like... Meat was... We were born to consume meat. Literally. And it's okay if you don't want to. If you want to put in the extra effort to be a vegan, I can respect you. As long as you don't attempt to change anyone else. As long as you keep that to yourself. Go, I'm vegan. Okay, cool, you're vegan. Good on you. It's a lot of work. My mom's vegan, it's a lot of work. And at first, I was, like, very vocal about it. I was kind of against it, because I was so stuck on the idea that, you know, vegans are always going to push their food on you. And, especially because she was my mom. and moms already push their food choices on you. But like, she's been a vegan for like 3 years now, or more than that, 5 years even. And like, I've started to like just kind of understand that as long as you like don't push it onto people, it's fine.
Approaching from the rear.
But the problem is that people shame each other for eating meat. It's like, holy shit, how like stuck up do you have to be? Pizza. I also had pizza earlier, so I'm biased.
You're halfway to mission complete. Stay sharp.
Good throw.
Target down.
Damn.
Enemy UAV active.
Damn, dude, that sounds good.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Incoming!
Cluster mine
Reloading.
set. Drone ready.
Changing mags.
Come on. Hit your damn head. There you go.
Threat neutralized. You're clear.
I'm actually doing good this game.
Drone ready to deploy.
I'm not in a VC. I'm not going to. I've decided that I will not be doing VCs while streaming because it is it's harder to communicate with like to juggle both conversations in Twitch chat and conversations in Discord at the same time. So when I stream, it's kind of my
Throwing grenade. Dropped them. Frag out. Threats in the area.
which Minecraft server? The late night talks one that's shut down for now. But just Minecraft's going pretty good. There's actually like starting to liven up a little bit more again. Hey, bud. Late Night Talks is my Discord.
Reloading.
What? That I've had for like a year and a half now. You should join it. It's got 1,600 members now. It's massive.
Changing mags.
Pretty sure you can find it in the description of this Twitch chat. I think it's in the description. Or that. Yeah, you can send a link as well.
Watch your fire.
Damn. That works. Damn, you guys both sent your link. Also, yeah, I'm doing pretty well this game. Considering I'm, everybody in this lobby just kind of sucks. I say as I miss all my shots.
Drone standing
Enemy
by.
down.
We've got him on the run. Keep it up.
Taking fire.
Oh.
Reloading. Reloading. Throwing grenade.
Hostile UAV in the area.
To Will, not really. He's doing big things in life. Like, massive things.
Mission
Yeah,
complete.
once I actually, like, download Val again and get into it, like, sure. The problem that I've been having is that Val is, like, so toxic. And it kind of forces you to voice chat to communicate, like, use comms. Yay, dragon. They're still there. Okay, yeah, that's fair. If you're playing with, like, a group of, like, friends, yeah. But I also know I'm gonna be the guy that, like, chokes everything. Like, I've got good aim, but I have no idea how. Yeah, you know, like, there's only, like, 10 or 15 emojis that people ever use in late night talks. You see, Kappa, that's the thing. You have a cracked group, which makes it, like, I'm gonna be the hindrance. I mean, I guess it's not my skill level that's gonna be the issue. It's gonna be the learning. So I guess, yeah, I get your point. I mean, fair enough. They might have reset my account. Like, I know for a fact, since I don't work for them anymore, that I'm, like, not on their, like, on their actual, like, not great stats. But I literally work for them, so that's the thing. Because I think they literally want my account because I no longer work for them. See, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to have like a normal account and then your work account.
Taking effective fire.
We control Bravo. We are
What's
taking
your mark?
Charlie.
Yeah, I'm also like a movement shooter guy.
Taking fire.
And playing Val as a movement shooter is like hit or miss. From what I've heard. Like, you can pull it off. Yeah, you can pull it off, but it's like doing those like crazy ballsy moves is a lot harder in competitive games because there's a lot more at stake. CSGO 2? Wait, you're kidding. Wait. Valve is making a new game? They're making a new CSGO? No, I haven't heard at all. Is it official or like a mod?
I'm with you.
What the fuck? Dude, hell yeah, I'm so glad. Valve makes amazing games, so. Like, Valve hasn't missed since, like, they started doing mobile games. Like, when they did, like, the mobile thing, or whatever it was.
We have secured 2 objectives.
Like, it doesn't matter what they do. I did not.
Friendly UAV on
I did see that they made, like, an RTX, Half-Life, update. Damn, like, I missed that Lockwood I hate.
taking Alpha.
Mad respect to that guy for using it in the first place. Even though it's a shotgun, it is nightmarish.
Securing
Changing
objective
mag.
Charlie. Enemy has 2 objectives. Move to secure. Charlie secure.
They updated every Source game. Yeah, that's wild.
Objective Alpha is compromised. Take it back.
Did they, like, change it over to Source? Did they, like, update it all to Source 2, and that's how they're doing it? Source Engine 2? Because wouldn't that, like, fuck up all the mods? Okay.
What's your mark?
We are losing Charlie. Objective Alpha.
Source, by the way, Source Filmmaker 2 is fucking insane.
We have lost all. We are taking Bravo.
Like, there's some of the films that people are making with Source Filmmaker 2.
Hostile UAV in the sector.
Like, it's got some heft to it.
We control Bravo.
Oh, it's rumored.
I'm with you.
It's not rumored and coming out in a month.
We are losing
Or 2.
Alpha. Friendly
Valve wouldn't do a surprise drop like that. Unless they're planning on, like, unveiling it at, like, friggin',
We are taking Charlie.
like, the Game Awards or something. Like, they might drop it and be like, hey, it's out now. Okay, see ya, Kappa. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah. I will, okay, fair enough. I have no sleep, so I may be asleep. But we'll see. But yeah. So Filmmaker 2 is, like, actually kind of impressive. Like, as someone who's, like, into filmmaking and into, like, all the indie stuff that people have done, Source Filmmaker has always been a point that I, like, cringed at. Like, if someone uses Source Filmmaker unironically and makes full films using it, you're cringe. I'm sorry. It's so cringe. Like, I get it. Some people don't have any money or good computers. Dude, Warframe is not a great game. It's addicting. It's like Destiny 2. Like, objectively, it's like, in terms of, it depends what you're looking for, of course. If you're looking for fun, sure. Okay, Warframe's fine. But there's a lot of shit in Warframe that's meant just to keep you, like, grinding constantly. And I think it's a... No, I disagree. Warframe is grindier than Destiny 2. And I don't like the gunplay or the swordplay at all compared to it. Yeah. You see, long-term game is fine. But dumping hundreds of hours into a game that, like, you get nothing out of, it's just a waste of time. Go learn, go get a hobby. At that point.
We have lost Alpha. We have secured the lead. Securing Alpha. Friendly care package on the way. Halfway to mission complete. Keep bomb drone ready to deploy. Go. Stand by. Securing objective Alpha. Visual on the enemy. We are losing Bravo. Control two objectives.
I'm knocking a lot of people.
We are taking Alpha.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, get a hobby that, like, actually will help you in life. Not, like, wasting hours. Like, Minecraft was good because you actually create shit. It's actually, like, smart. Use your brain, test your creativity, it's actually, like, decent. But, Warframe is, like, literally...
Enemy is securing Alpha. We hold all
Yeah,
objectives.
that's
Keep them
awesome.
secure.
That is a sick thing to learn.
Enemy is taking Alpha.
Oh, damn. I've yet to play more than, like...
Take it back.
So that shit's awesome, like, going out and scavenging shit. Not just like, oh, I can cook meals at the house using things I bought at the supermarket. Like, I think all of us can do that.
Hostile UAV in the sector. We have secured two objectives.
Like, learning to actually, like, if you go out and you, like, learn how to scavenge and forage and actually, like, get the shit yourself that you're cooking with. Witcher, that's fine, but you're still cooking with ingredients. Unless you're going out and harvesting the rice. Which I highly doubt you're doing.
Securing Bravo.
You're learning to
Enemy
process
taking
it.
Charlie.
Like, you're not actually, like, that's, I don't think he's just saying he knows how to cook. Or he's learning to cook.
Take it back.
He's learning to cook on a fire. As in,
Lost Charlie.
learning how to actually, like, prepare meals, like, wilderness style.
Securing objective Charlie.
Yeah, you see, my point is that,
Hostile UAV overhead.
ha,
We control Charlie.
I'm not saying you should harvest, I'm saying it's not like an adequate hobby if you just say I know how to cook.
Reloading.
No, of course not. I can't do that either.
Holding.
Dude, it's like $2 million for like a 2-acre plot here.
Bomb drone ready.
Taking effective fire.
We control 2 objectives.
Learning how to make breads, and if I go into forest, what mushrooms I can eat and which I can't. Harvest wild. Exactly. See, that's just awesome. That's an awesome hobby. No. Spoon, I live in the middle of LA. My point was I can't forage. I can't, like, plant shit.
Securing Charlie.
I'm in the middle of LA. Like, smack dab in the middle of the city.
Enemy is securing
Reloading.
Alpha. We are losing Charlie. Secure Bravo.
Like, I literally can't. It would be a, like... It would be like a 3-hour drive to get to somewhere where I could legally hunt. From here. Damn.
We've got them on the run. Keep it up. Hostile UAV in the sector.
No, of course.
The enemy is getting close.
I was looking at the chat.
Objective Charlie secure.
See, that's awesome. I don't think that cooking is, like, needs to be a hobby, but I'm saying if you're gonna learn a hobby, gaming is not an adequate enough hobby to justify sinking hundreds of hours into a endless grinder. Like, if that's how you want to spend your time, sure. But,
Changing back.
it's definitely not the best game. In any metric, really.
Drone standing by. The enemy controls 2 objectives. Push the offensive.
Like, it's a fine game, it works fine. It's as good as Destiny 2, I sunk a couple hundred hours into Destiny 2. I'd say it's about the same. For me, at least.
Victory secure. Good fighting.
I prefer Destiny 2 because I like the gunplay, but... so you don't want to do Minecraft. Sync it... If you want to do something like, any games that allow you to have a sandbox are great uses of time because you can actually learn mechanics and shit from them. I mean, experiencing new campaigns that you haven't before, even. Like, actually, like, going and playing games that you haven't gotten around to. It's not Warframe isn't sandbox. Like, it's got sandbox elements and, you know, the forest. Yeah, forest is great. His computer probably couldn't run Sons of the Forest. I'm trying to think specifically in, Rust is great for that. Rust is too toxic for me personally, but... And Ark is an unfinished mess, but it's also like... Me or Witster? Because, like, not particularly, but I don't dislike them. What is it? Like, if there's a like, Half-Life Alyx is arguably a zombie game. Sort of. It's a stretch. Like, I enjoyed Half-Life and Half-Life Alyx. I can enjoy zombie games. I don't really like endless zombie games. I put a shit ton of hours into Codename Cure, and I regret it. I really regret putting so many hours into Codename Cure. It was when I had a shit PC in the good old times of my life. Just kidding. When I wasn't crippled, both mentally and physically. Days Gone. Days Gone is underrated. It was a mess at launch. Yeah. There's no way he could run Days Gone. That's why I suggested, like, Sandbox. And I don't really think having a sandbox mechanic is enough to, like, justify
UAV overhead.
the hundreds or thousands of hours that you're putting into it. Especially if you barely have any time to game anymore.
Changing mags. Frag out.
We're taking Alpha. Ready. Securing Charlie.
That's 4 latency. It's the lowest latency I've ever seen.
Securing objective Alpha. We're taking Bravo. Securing objective Charlie.
Fuck.
Charlie secure. Hostile Overwatch helo incoming.
Over here.
We secured the lead. Securing Alpha.
Got it.
Alpha secure. Enemy securing Charlie.
Oh.
3-1 is on station.
On your 6.
Ooh, Wolfenstein games, yes.
We're losing
Hey,
Charlie.
you could play that.
Two objectives
Ultra
secure.
kill? Dude, play Ultra kill.
Enemy securing Bravo.
Your computer can run Ultra kill. Hands down. Easily.
The enemy took Bravo. Enemy securing Alpha.
Yeah, to put this into perspective, he was playing Minecraft on like 15 FPS.
We're taking Charlie.
It didn't stop him from doing awesome things, but yeah, his computer's not. Oh,
The enemy objective. Assault those positions.
you see, I can do shaders. I'm gonna try a Minecraft shader stream in a minute. It's probably gonna lag the fuck out of my GPU, but I don't mind. Like after I'm done, like
Activated.
when I'm wrapping up stream, in a while, it'll be a while.
Showering grenade. Troops in
Securing
contact.
objective Charlie.
Oh, fuck. That was totally my fault. Oh, you ran at 30 to 40, okay. And I imagine there's like no used GPU market in India. Or not GPU, computer market.
Securing Charlie.
You couldn't just save up to buy a cheap, better computer. Oh, there is.
We've lost all objectives. Failure is not an option.
Oh, hell yeah.
Securing objective Charlie. Secure Bravo.
R/ Indian Gaming. I will have to check that out. Is that something I can check out on stream? Like, is that safe to go to? Okay. After this match, I'm gonna check that out on stream here. Since it relates to the conversation.
Reloading. Taking effective fire. I'm red on ammo.
Like,
Securing Charlie.
yeah. I just need to actually pay attention for a minute. Oh, fuck.
Charlie.
Fuck. That was a good throw.
Enemies taking Charlie.
Damn, we were, like, really doing better. And then we kind of fell off.
Securing objective Alpha.
Whoa.
The
Oh.
enemy has captured all objectives. Take them back.
Don't know how my teammate didn't notice that there was a guy there. Yeah, I'm doing pretty badly. My teammates
We're
are doing
taking Charlie.
horribly. Food, okay.
Round.
The enemy is
Reloading.
gaining ground. Push them. Securing objective Charlie secure.
Like, how did nobody notice me? He had a laser on his gun.
The enemy holds 2 objectives. Get them secure.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's what the trophy system does.
Losing Charlie.
Oh, I've only just discovered what the trophy system is for. I need to, like, I was doing great last match. Or the match. Yeah, last match and the match before. And then. Yikes.
Contact!
Oh. He got hardly killed. Damn it. Yeah, but there's a few games that I want to get for stream, but I just can't afford right now. I still need to, like, pay off this 3090.
Taking effective incoming!
What's my favorite? None. I don't use camos. I haven't gotten into that.
Securing objective Bravo.
As you can see, I have none on any of my weapons.
Bravo secure.
That's surface level shit. I think I appreciate the realism more than I appreciate the
Enemies taking Bravo.
camos. Or like looking cool.
Friendly UAV online.
About
Frag out! Dropped them!
it should have been in mine.
We've secured 2 objectives.
Did you guys hear NF's new
Friendly
song?
airstrike on the way.
Off topic. Fave COD game? This, because I haven't bought any other COD games. I have Black Ops 3 because I had it gifted to me. And I used to play, the only other COD experience before this game that I had was playing,
Enemy securing Bravo.
split screen co-op at my friend's house. The same friend who gifted me Black Ops 3. And who I sold my GPU to the other day. COD, the 2 games that I was never allowed, it's called Motto. It's a very different sound by NF. It's very, like, playful almost. And definitely best watched with the music video.
We're losing Bravo. The enemy took
At least for the first time.
enemy UAV active.
Oh, that was a person. I heard him.
Charlie.
But yeah,
The enemy holds all
I
objectives. Secure those positions.
like, the only experience I had with COD before this was, other than, like, watching people play the campaign. Like, I did that religiously when they came out.
Check fire!
Nice. I had pizza earlier.
Multiple movements!
And last night. It kind of blended together. But yeah, so the only experience I had was split screen co-op at my friend's house.
Friendly
I
UAV
was never allowed to play
station.
COD, and I was never allowed to play GTA. And I remember I got caught at one point watching GTA racing videos.
Securing objective
Like,
Bravo.
just the racing. Like, this was like when I was like 8, 9, 10. And, like, it was literally the only reason I was interested in it was because of the cars and the car customization and shit. Like, I stopped playing the game, or I stopped, like, watching it and stuff, but he got, like, really upset at me. Not, like, really upset, but, like, yeah. To put this in perspective, when Fortnite came out, I wasn't allowed to play Fortnite. I was allowed to play Save the World. It was the idea of killing other players that was the issue for them. And I kind of did what I did with movies. they wouldn't let me watch rated R movies. I just started watching them on my own. And then, like, my dad would ask, "Have you ever like, one day we should watch this," and I'll be like, "I'd already seen it." And you kind of just started to realize that, like you, Wolfenstein New Order, I actually understand sort of. Like, I still don't understand. I don't think it's okay or like right. But like in terms of games that are like bad, yeah, in terms of games that are like bad influences or like bad exposure, I definitely think that a game like Wolfenstein or Doom would definitely take priority over something um like GTA. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's not for everyone. It's a very different sound by him. It's not as usual. I think this whole new album is gonna be a more playful. Oh wait, I'm gonna leave the mash. I'm gonna look up r slash Indian gaming. R slash Indian gaming. Let me bring this over. Um, close out COD and add a new source. Screen capture. Add. Okay, cool. Oh wait, this is the wrong monitor. Oh, you can see my my stream setup. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. This is the why is it saying right monitor, but it's definitely my left. Yeah. Um. Okay. So, our Indian gaming. I have to enlarge it because I have a 1440p monitor. Laptops. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I see. Gaming. You're just saying gaming is a bigger. What is this? I don't know what card this is. No, it's not wrong HDMI port. That's not how it does it. Um. Huh. What? Are they? What the fuck is this? Interesting. Oh, Resident Evil 4. Yeah. 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 I think I'm gonna hop into a quick Minecraft stream or a Minecraft thing. But yeah, that's interesting. I had no idea that like I mean I knew that gaming is becoming more popular everywhere, but yeah, yeah. It's actually disabled right now, but oh no, it's not. It's working. And this is all the stuff for my um GPU, CPU, uh my you know SSDs. The VRAM thing I need to fix. It's not actually reading properly. But yeah. Dying Light games. I have Dying Light 2 installed on here. I have a few other games that are installed, but I literally like because they're on my SSD, like they didn't when I reinstalled my OS, they didn't add the desktop shortcuts. So these are all the games that I had installed before launch or before restarting my OS. Hard for you to read that. I can't really enlarge it. Yeah. I don't know if that's readable, but and then my other games. I have a lot. Alright. This is the ultimate test for my GPU right now. If it can do this and stream, my frames are gonna die, by the way. My stream frames, just letting you know when I load in. Yeah. I have Beat Saber. I can now actually like stream VR, so I might do some Beat Saber streams. Okay. Anybody on? Nope. Nobody's on Jump Minecraft right now. We'll hop in SMP Online. This resource pack that I have enabled. Okay. Yeah. No kidding. Temp should be around 84 degrees. But when it's about to load, I'm gonna watch the stream preview, because what it's about to load is going to be absolutely fucking absurd. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, frames are alright right now because nothing's happening. The moment that this loads in, if it even does. This may not just even load. It might crash. Yikes. I'm gonna wait for it to respond. No. It did this earlier too. It'll respond. It's loading about 18 gigabytes worth of VRAM. Here's the test. It's about to start. Oh! Hopefully my whole stream doesn't crash. It might just crash my stream. If my stream ends, like, I'll be up in a second. It's got some crazy things loaded right now. Yeah, this is it loaded in the game, and now it's loading the Call Me Carson resource pack and therefore all the other resource packs with it. Again. So this whole cycle is going to start again. Yikes. Testing my frames. Everything's smooth. Yeah, everything's smooth. Welcome back, Woodster. Okay, this is gonna be crazy. Please load. Oh. Is it? Oh, I'm in spawn. Oh. How? Mud. How the fuck are frames good? I mean, they're not great. I'm still in spawn. So it's loading a lot of shit. But the stream itself isn't lagging. My GPU isn't lagging itself. So yeah. This is Rotor Blocks. This is a 1024. Well, yeah, there's a little bit of a lag, but that's the game lag, from what I can tell. Wait, what? He updated the textures for the sugarcane. Cool. What shader? Oh wait. Oh. That is a lot of stuff that it's loading right now. Okay. So yeah, this is rotor blocks. One dude makes this pack and it's crazy. It has some pretty insane textures. Everything has like depth to it. Oh, this is cool. He's working on the courthouse. Yeah, yeah, the grass looks like green noodles. That is very true. E-girl shop, L. My dog. My dog is actually in downloadable on PS4. No. This is a Java-only thing. Why is this cobblestone instead of... Huh. Oh, this is my house. I'm gonna switch resource pack or shader packs to enhanced default. It changes the look of the blocks. It's a little like more playable, though. Yeah, I've kind of infested the server, if you couldn't tell. I want to see if anyone's online. Or anyone's, nearby. I'm gonna head back into spawn. Oh, wait, let me check, no. It's gonna be, so yeah, you have, a few different map options. As well as, like, a utility sign that's actually useful. I believe this is, yeah, this is just, enhanced default, so it's not crazy. It looks a little flat, like this, but it's still got, like, depth. All the blocks and stuff. Just, like, fucking insane. Oh, geez. That's the game, that's not, you can see in the top left it says my, frames. So that's what I'm actually getting. Green screen. Also this. Oh, you guys ready to see the stream, like, go all crazy? You guys ready to see the stream go absolutely apeshit? Have a look at this. It's so bad. This is actually a map of RGB pixels, which means if you go out, it has the same effect as like a screen does when videotaped. Yeah, so this is enhanced default. Oh, LED, yeah. Well, no, both. Did you know that a screen has literally has those RGB panels? Yay! Oh, they removed Holy Moly. Yor did it. Chase him. Oh, those are mid. Where is everyone? Dorp. Server is boring right now. Hell yeah. And the textures don't look amazing with this. Yeah, this shader pack is my favorite to just like play with normally because it like barely. This is default graphics. It's all like aliasy with this pack, but this changes it just a little bit. It does add some depth, but not a ton. And then I have like complementary, which adds depth. Does a little bit better, not gonna lie. But I don't like the night stuff. Oh, no! Somebody covered my dog with this stupid build. That's so sad. Who built this? Leetfin. My dog. My poor dog. Oh no, I'm not gonna play Minecraft Legends. It's not my game. My type of game. Um. 5, whoops. 4. And then there's also this one that someone put me onto. But it's like way too bright and aliasy, like holy shit. Vibrant. Happy 2002, everyone. It's 2002, guys. Happy 2002. Okay, I'm gonna disable this resource pack. Goodbye. Back to normal Minecraft graphics. With Solar's Enhanced Default. Time to go look around like spawn and shit. Dead server, dude. Yeah, right now it's dead. It's definitely not a dead server, but right now it is. It's usually, not very active at this time. Dog, it's Saturday. Wait, is it really? What the fuck? Oh. My frames don't like this specific area. Oh dear. I want to find some people to voice chat with. The server is such a shitpost. Hey F-Man. How you doing? I cannot hear you, 1 second. Nope, that's you. It's on your end. Wacky. That's my, okay. See ya, man. It was nice chatting. Probably gonna end stream soon. It's been, almost the 4 hours I was, aiming for. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of check in here. I want to do a test with the shaders. Oh, dude, Blockbuster. Oh, no. Yeah, dude, take a nap. I'll be heading out. Thanks for stopping by and chatting. I don't know if AST is actually Australian time. 4:30 a.m. IST. Oh, look, he's added like a ton of flags. Different countries. Is he also gonna add... Yeah, he's added all the town flags as well. I'm gonna head to Whackville. Check out what Whackville has. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna end stream now. It's been 4 hours. It's close enough. I think I've achieved my goal. I may be on later. I'm probably gonna take a nap. It was great chatting. This is, I'm gonna, um... yeah, I'm gonna head out. Whoa, stream compressy. Goodbye. Goodbye, stream compressy. Take care. Alright. See you guys.